Hello, 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 everybody. Here we are. 3 weeks in a row going live. I am loving it. I'm loving having this time with you on this platform and talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is our identity, because that's what it all comes down to. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Danielle. I love that dose of Danielle. That is fabulous. I love that. Good morning, Mario. I know, aren't these lives great? Good morning. Please let me know if this is your first live or if you've been here before. Give me a wave. Good morning, Sunny. So happy to have you here. I'm saying good morning because I am in Ontario, Canada, but you might be somewhere else. Kayla, good morning. Elizabeth, welcome, welcome. Taylor, welcome. So thrilled to have everybody here. We're going to talk about something, and I'm going to share personal stories about what happens when you create a powerful identity that is in harmony with universal laws, like you're using the universal laws as well. That's when creation becomes light as a feather. From the London, UK, Zana, welcome. So happy to have you here. Marite is here. She's from Italy. We are global. This is beautiful. Farah, welcome. And can we just have a moment for the sleeves? For the sleeves. This was pulled by my stylist, Julianne. And if you had told me years ago, Hina, you're going to have a stylist pulling your clothes for you, I would have been like, what are you smoking? What are you on? No, that is not me. I would have actually probably said those exact words. That's not me. No, I'm not a person that would have that. Right, Taylor? The top is so good. And that speaks to identity. I had an identity, Danielle, that did not have a stylist, that did not do that. And that's what we're talking about today. So that might not be something that you desire, but when you think about your goal, there is an identity that is a match to the goal. Zana, thank you so much. I think it suits me too. I love it. I love a little sleeve shoulder action here. We're going to talk about identity today and creating a powerful, powerful identity. When I first thought about creating 7 figures, here's what I realized is that first I had to create the identity of a person with 7 figures. And that's what I started to do. And I started that with something that I call my 50 want list. I started to write down all the things that I wanted that money could buy, and I didn't judge myself. Well, no, that's not true. I did judge myself, but I went further and I still did it. And that's what I've done. So my results are a reflection of my identity. Aw, thank you, Sunny. I love that. Sunny says, I always look amazing. I will receive that. It's so interesting because I'm seeing how far I have come in my identity to be able to even receive that. Because when we're thinking about what we want to create and receive, you've got to be able to receive it. And this is what I'm going to be talking about, by the way, in my Charge Your Worth masterclass. If you put Charge Your Worth in the chat, my team is going to DM you with the link to sign up. It's completely free. Although if you do the VIP, and I hope you see yourself as a VIP, then you will get 50% off the VIP ticket. I know identity work is everything. So can I just dive right in and share with you the magic that happens when you are tuned into the frequency of your goal and create an identity that matches it? Who wants to hear what has just happened? Like what just happened today? Just now. Beautiful. Yes, put Charge Your Worth in there. Kayla, I'm so happy you're doing that. Amazing. Okay, so when you really create a very clear and solid identity, what happens is that's a way of being. So that's your way of being. And then your thoughts and your feelings come out of that way of being and your actions. One of the things that I talk about is creating a life through ease. And the way that you do that is not by doing things in a certain way. Sorry, you do it by doing things in a certain way. And the way is in harmony with universal laws. So I know that if I am at the frequency of my goal and I have no resistance to it, and I have an identity that can fully accept it, there is very little I have to do but hold my thoughts on that frequency. Now, I say that as if it is easy. It's not easy, especially in the beginning, but it is simple. The concept is simple, but it's not easy. When you do this and you trust and you're doing things in harmony with the laws, then you're also allowing the universe, God, source, to do the heavy lifting, to put things in place. So I told you that I was going to share with you an example of this. So I was speaking with somebody today or over the last few days who wanted to join my Amplify Elite programs. We actually ended up just having this beautiful conversation about it, and I knew that this program was her next level. And she had questions about it, which is natural. That's totally fine. Some people do. And we had talked about it. But I know that I don't have to force anything. I know that this program is so right for her. I know it in my bones with every fiber of my being. And I know that this is in her highest and my highest self. It's an expression of the highest. So I don't have to coerce. I don't have to force. I don't have to do anything. I have to simply be congruent, see her in the program and know that this is for her and give her space to play in this space. Like give her a clearing to play into. So she's wondering whether she's going to do this program or not. And then she goes to a dinner. Now, what you have to understand is she almost missed the dinner. And a friend said, hey, are you coming? Actually, it wasn't even supposed to be a dinner. It was supposed to be drinks. So she went for drinks. Her friend's plans got canceled, so they stayed and had dinner. And then she was going to leave going out the front entrance of the restaurant. Her friends were going out the back entrance. And her friend said, hey, just come with us through the back because you can get to the street from there too. As she's walking to the back, she sees a former client of mine who says, I've been thinking about you. Did you sign up for Hina's program? I really think you should. And she said, I haven't signed up yet. There's just some questions I have. So then this person says, well, I'm leaving now. You're leaving now. Let's go for a tea and we can talk about it. So this is what I mean. Is anybody understanding what I'm saying here? This is what I mean about the universe. I didn't have to do that. I wasn't like, let me find her location and what she's doing and plant a former client somewhere so that they can talk about it. I'm very clear and congruent and authentic and in integrity. God, source, universe, they got the orders. They know what to do. And they also know what is in the highest for my new client. And they're going to put everything in place, give nudges to make that happen. I was in bed early last night while they were chatting. I woke up to a voice note today and she just signed up. So it's divine alignment. You're absolutely right. By me being in my divinity. I'm doing my part. And there's an intelligence that is orchestrating things that I could never orchestrate with my brain. And that's what happens when you have a powerful identity. Would you like another example of this? of how a powerful identity connected to your goal puts all the co-creative, the components to make it so easy for you. It is easy. Beautiful. Okay, I'm loving this. Another example. I had done a masterclass. By the way, put charge your worth in the comments if you want the link to my free masterclass and if you want the link to get 50% off of the VIP. I highly suggest if you want to do identity work, you see yourself as a VIP. I see myself as a VIP, and anything that they say there's an offer for a VIP, I do it. Because if I can be in the front of the room, if I can be in proximity, I will do it. And here's what you're going to notice. You're going to notice a lot of people on the free masterclass, and you're going to notice a smaller portion of that larger group on the VIP. That's because it's how people view themselves and their identity. So put charge your worth in the comment, and we will send you the link to sign up for the free masterclass and give you the opportunity, the invitation to join the VIP call as well. Okay, so, I was going to get into another story. And there was a question. What's your story? How did the identity work help you to the moment? Okay. I think this we'll get there. I promise. Yay. All right, Danielle, charge your worth. I love it. So I did a masterclass, and there was a client that was on that class that was wondering if she should join my program. And she was thinking about it, and she asked for a sign. She asked the universe for a sign. And remember, the universe is my ways and means committee. The universe is like taking care of everything. The universe is the ultimate assistant. Talk about a virtual assistant. You've got the universe there. Like, do this, file this, take care of this. And so she asks for a sign that day of if she should sign up for the program. We go to, so I go to get my hair blown out at a place in my neighborhood. She sees me there. She comes for a blowout, and I am there. She had just asked for a sign. She doesn't say anything to me. I don't know any of this. She shares this with me after she signed up, and then she went home and signed up. I didn't have to do anything. I'm simply being. I'm offering service. I'm providing exceptional value. I'm keeping my thought. I'm not forcing anything. I'm keeping my thoughts on the highest. And because our community is really like no other community, this isn't for everyone. So I want the universe to do the sifting and sorting. I want clients that really desire to be there and want to make a change, wants to create something beyond what they could imagine for themselves, and want to be in a community that allows that to happen and have an identity that can receive that. Now, if they can't receive it yet, that's the work that we're going to do, but feel worthy of it enough to be able to do this so that this can work. Our community is exceptional. And so I can receive people just clicking and paying. Some people like to have a phone call with someone on a team, but I also have the identity that many people don't need a phone call because I don't need a phone call. So this is all part of my identity, which is how I buy, my identity, and how I make decisions. That translates into what I am attracting, who I am attracting, and I attract the best of the best. So all of you on this call, Danielle, thank you. She says this is the best. It's incredibly powerful. Just wait till you come to the masterclass and the VIP call. So I'm attracting the best of the best because I'm attracting the way that I operate. And my frequency is so tuned in that I am not worried about people who click and buy. Like, oh, I don't know, should they have had a call first? No, because my identity is that I make decisions quickly. I just know I trust my gut, because who am I in business with? God, source, universe, infinite intelligence. If I have a feeling to go for something, it may not make logical sense, but it makes spiritual sense. And that's where I'm getting my direction from. Is that our Danielle? Is that dose of Danielle our Danielle? That's right. I'm attracting like-minded people. And so I have to check in on who am I being? So this is all part of creating the identity that allows you to receive, that enlarges your capacity to receive the goal that you desire. When I was talking to my new client today, when I was talking to her, I was like, okay, so what would you love? And she told me stuff in her business that she would love. And I said, and what else? And she was like, oh, and I was like, and then what else? And what else? And what else? It's infinite. Dare to dream. And I want you to know something. Put charge your worth in the comments, and we're going to send you a DM to my free masterclass and 50% off the VIP. And then what you want to do is put in your calendar those days and show up live if you can. Because when you show up live, I have a gift I'm going to give to one person. And that is something that has to do with my identity. And it's what is in here. It's a gift in here. And I'm going to leave you a voice note about the significance of this gift. So if this is yours, claim it. Tell me. Tell me in the chat right now. Hina, it's my gift. I am receiving it. And what's in here? I love it, Sana. It's yours. Beautiful. And the connection is to that fella behind me, the beautiful Bob Proctor. So all you have to do is sign up and come on live and be in the vibration. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Claim it. This is what I did as part of my identity. Yeah, it's mine. I can have it. I can claim it. And so that's what, with this client, we were talking about, and what else would you love? And what else would you love? I took it out of the mail this morning. I love that. I love that. You're all playing full out. And so remember to put charge your worth in the chat. So what I'm saying is that we want to create an identity, the 7-figure identity, where magic is normal. Miracle and magic is normal. When my client tells me that story about what happened yesterday, it's very normal for me. God, source, universe, infinite intelligence is creating things that are beyond what I could do in my physical, in the 3D. For me to help as many people as I can, because I'm very clear that I've been put on this planet for a mission, not a business. I don't have a business, folks. Spoiler alert. I don't have a business. I have a mission. And my mission is to help as many people as I can while I am here. And honestly, also while I am not here. I'll just be coming in a different way. And you're here because you were attracted to this. There was something. It showed up. Hina's going live, or you knew about it. And there's no accidents. So I want you to charge your worth and sign up for the VIP so that you can start to embrace this identity where the magic and miracles happen as a norm. So what we do is we create the identity, but it's not something that you create once. It could be if you can accept the belief right away. It can be. Yes, Zana. Zana says it's like when I'm not here, like a divine legacy. Yes. Yes. That's it. I mean, I'm going to tell you something. I'm 55 and time goes by like that. And we can collapse time by having what it is that we desire right now, because it is here right now. Creation is finished. It's here in one form or another. And I love what Mario put in the chat, that the laws are so exact. This is what Bob said, that I'm not surprised at these kinds of things happening, but I am always fascinated by the way they take place. And you're right, Zena, I feel like a baby. I feel childlike, and I really feel like having a mission, having a purpose is the fountain of youth. It's the fountain of youth. You want to feel young, vital, energetic? Have something that's beyond yourself to wake up for, to wake up to. And it could be painting. It could be that I just want to leave everyone that I meet today with the impression of increase, because that's part of my identity. And when we're creating our identity, then we are creating a way of being that the world occurs to us from. Can I say that again? The world occurs to us from our being. My world, my 7 figures, multi-7 figures beyond, is not created from a being of hustle, grind, and struggle. In fact, I have an elite program called Inner Circle, and that is for 7-figure entrepreneurs. It's a closed group. We have one available spot left in it, and we start in June. I had met up with somebody for dinner. We were just meeting for a friend dinner. And as she was speaking, I was thinking about her. And the next day I was having a massage. And during the massage, it was very clear to me, she needs to be in my inner circle. This is her next step. This is her next level. So I messaged her. And then I was in the spa for a facial, and I'm messaging her. And she's in. We're having our onboarding call today. I'm going to have my first call with her today, this afternoon. It wasn't hard. I was in flow. I was relaxed. I could receive the message from the universe saying, okay, this is the next person in your inner circle. Reach out to her. We feel she is ready. We know this is for her. Then she sends me a note saying, yesterday she sent me a note, and I can't wait to hear what this is, where she says, by the way, I got a sign today, affirmation, validation, that this is meant to be. I'm meant to be in your inner circle. I love this. My identity created all of this because I had an identity that I could receive in this way. Brianna, welcome. Welcome to the call, Brianna. I have the identity that I can receive, and I can receive many amounts, and some amounts that some might consider large. I can receive that with ease. I have no resistance to it. I also have no resistance in investing in myself, in what some people would call large investments. Let me be clear, though, as I was shaping this identity, I had edges. I remember the first time I sent a wire transfer to Steve Hardison, my coach. I sent him the wire transfer not knowing when I was going to work with him, because it was during the pandemic, and to work with him, you have to go to him in person. And we were in the quarantine days of travel. So I paid him in December, and I already felt, get this, I sent the largest wire transfer of my life, other than for a down payment for a home. And in that moment, I thought, even if I do not have one single coaching session with him, I've received everything I need. Because of who I had to be to send that transfer. Our coaching did not start when I met with him in August. So it was August that I met with him. The coaching started. I got the value of the coaching the minute I made my committed decision and sent it. That shifted my identity. Yes, the more we open ourselves, the more we open to receiving abundance in every way. And what's so beautiful about that is you notice it in every way. If you're just joining us, I'm going to do a whole masterclass around this whole idea of identity, which is tied to what you're charging. So you can be in alignment with your pricing and what you're charging and allow it to be easy for you. Simply put charge your worth in the comments and you will receive the link to the free masterclass. And then what you want to do is you want to show up to both days and be there live to possibly, although it's already been claimed, claim it to possibly win what's in here. And I'm going to leave you a voice note about this because this is really special. So your identity is what we're talking about today and being able to receive. And part of that is in you creating it. See, you have an identity. The question is, hi, Enza. The question is, did you create that identity? Or is this an identity that was shaped for you? And you just accepted it. One of my clients yesterday just had the most brilliant awareness. Like, if this was all that happened in her investing, in working with me, this was worth it. She realized, because so much of what we do is just habitual on autopilot, she realized that she would clip coupons because this is what her family did. In her family growing up, you clipped coupons. So she just carried that on. And so when she was thinking about her identity and creating her identity, she was like, am I a person that clips coupons? And she decided, no, I'm not. So there are many habits that you have that are a match to your identity. Your environment around you is set up for your identity. Some of you say things like, oh, I would never do that, or I'm not that type of person. You haven't even tried it. You haven't tried wearing, chunky jewelry to see if you are someone that likes chunky jewelry. You're in an identity rut. And so when you come on the masterclass, charge your worth, put it in the chat, and we're going to send you the link and send you the link for the VIP. That's all identity. Listen, the VIP, even at the full price, what is it, like $50? So at half price, it's around 20 something, 25 or something. It is not about the amount. It's about you seeing yourself as a VIP and making that decision. It has nothing to do with the amount. It's a decision to step into your identity. That is it. I love this, Layla. Layla, we connected today, right? In Instagram, in the DMs. You've got to tell me how you found me as well. You'll notice that I've been, if you DM me, I'm DMing you back and I'm asking you how you found me because I love knowing this. It's like, you're welcoming you into my world and I want to know how we connected. Yes, I love this, Layla, buying things that are a match to your new identity. We did a beautiful event at the Ritz here in Toronto called Rise at the Ritz. And what we did with this was we asked women to bring the outfits that they have outgrown. And I don't mean outgrown physically, outgrown spiritually, mentally, emotionally, that they do not, that is not a match to them, and to bring it. And they brought it, these gently used items, for us to donate to an amazing organization called Dress for Success. So the women there could start to step into their new version, right? As you step into yours. And it was so, I have chills. It was so beautiful for us to be able to do that. And that's what happens. Let go of things that are no longer a part of your identity. I love this, Shara. Shara, is it Shara? Am I saying your name right? I'm trying to look here. Shara. Sharon flew first class from Cape Town, embodying VIP. You know, Steve Harvey talks about this where he says, fly first class once. It's not about, it's not, okay, so the reason to do it is for the experience of seeing and feeling what it feels like to vibrate at that level of things being taken care of being in the lounge, of being in the front of the plane, of, you know, being offered that hot towel, being able to have a drink when you want to have a drink, eat when you want to eat, acclimatizing to that. Because then if it's a desire that you have to say, I have the identity that I always fly the front of the plane, you're going to have to think of how can I increase my service and my value as well to create this. That's how it expands you. Okay, I love this. I've stopped looking at the price tag, Danielle. Isn't it so freeing just to see what would I love? Do I love this? You know, when I was with Julianne for my styling, I tried on this t-shirt, this white t-shirt and a black t-shirt. Oh, I've got to remember it was a Canadian designer who recently passed away. His first name is Patrick. Oh my gosh, Danielle, I put it on and it was like, wow, this just feels so good. The material was like butter against my skin. I loved it. Layla says, as my paradigm is shifting, my vision and people are shifting. Layla, that's exactly what happens, right? Your environment starts to shift to match your identity, which means clothing, people, things are going to drop off that are not a match. That, Layla, is invoking the law of sacrifice. When you're going for something at a higher level, those of a lower level must drop. The problem is that we're trying to hold on to that thing of a lower level and ascend. If you're going to ascend, it's got to drop so you can ascend higher and higher and higher. All right. I'm so happy I came on today. Thank you so much for being here. Charge your worth if you're listening to the replay. And we're going to put these lives up on YouTube as well. Charge your worth so that we can send you, we'll keep an eye on the DMs, so that we can send you the link to the masterclass and the VIP day, because you're VIPs. You're not here by accident. And speaking of YouTube, we launched season 5 of my podcast, and we started with a doozy. We started with this idea of really leaning into your sexual energy and how that impacts your business. And so for many of my clients who are women, we are in our masculine energy a lot. So being in our feminine is part of enlarging our capacity to receive. And we talk about that in that podcast. It's an interview I did with a beautiful sexual embodiment coach. Who knew there was such a thing? Who knew? Her name is Monica. You're going to love it. And she has a free meditation for that you can get in the show notes. That's a couples meditation to spice things up. All right, everybody. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here with me. I will see you next week at the masterclass. Bye for now.